from Bonn in Germany to Białystok in Poland, crossing both countries. My friend Casper finished his medical degree, and I thought it would be a cool idea to show up on his doorstep by bike for his graduation party. I filmed the whole trip in vlogs, and I'll leave you a link to the playlist up here. But some friends and family have asked to give a bit more background on how I planned the trip, what I packed, and just give a bit more detail about it in general. So here we go. I opened Komoot and drew a line from Bonn to Białystok using the cycling activity rather than the gravel or the road cycling activity, because I wanted to avoid busy motorways as much as possible, and I also didn't want to get stuck on some crazy mountain bike trail in the middle of nowhere. Berlin then became the natural halfway point, and when I asked my friends who wants to tag along, Jackson decided to join me for the way to Berlin and Hanna for the stretch after. As for the setup, I knew I wanted to edit videos on the go, so the laptop had to come, which meant I needed more space, which again meant a rack and panniers. I added a top gear bag for snacks, a first aid kit, an emergency bivy and the power bank, and a handlebar bag for the rain kit. All the essential tools I stored in a bottle at the bottom. Regarding clothes, I brought 2 cycling kits, 1 set of normal clothes and cosmetics. I probably could have cut half of it, but I also wanted some comforts on a longer trip. Jackson and I rolled out aiming for about 130k a day, give or take, and the first 3 days went pretty smooth.
How many is it total to Berlin? Like 650?
610.
We're basically there.
Why do you think the road was closed?
We literally looked from there.
Yeah.
We looked there and we're like, grab out.
We are certified idiots. Walk up here.
Back, bitch. Let's go.
Bro.
I was going mad. I was like, what's that noise my bike's making? Like some fucking...
It's a reminder to keep your teeth
Soviet
clean.
spies put a bug on me or some shit.
The weather was very kind and the legs felt good, at least most of the time.
You okay?
Yeah. Day 1 of 8 elephants. I don't know who's telling Connie that that's what banana tastes like. Banana vibe, Connie.
This is day 2 of riding our bikes really far and eating loads of processed food. What's the plan, Jackson?
Cycle 119k. It's like similar elevation. 1,000 meters. It's going to be much hotter, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
So buddy,
Yeah?
how goes the climb?
It's alright. That's
I
not
mean,
too bad.
I always just spin, you know, when I'm going up the hill. I just, you know, I kind of,
Good for you, man.
I kind of just. You ever tried? Yeah, we descend to Berlin. We make a coffee. We can make it, huh?
How are your legs?
My legs. Easy, brother. Easy. I think you would say that you're a wind farmer. No, you farm in the wind, don't you? Did you get like a wind job? Yeah, it's a hard job, man. It's a hard job.
You have wind farmers in your family?
Yeah, like 100 years ago, you know what I mean? Farming the wind.
been flying for the last 30-40k and just had a little stop to refuel. Jackson's having a massive hay fever attack, sneezing 15 times a minute. We're gonna just try to smash it to the hotel so he can get a shower and get him out of this dangerous environment, and then hopefully he feels better.
Would you prefer for the spa? Oh yeah. Breakfast of champions. What are you drinking there, David? We got like 110k today till... Where are we going?
I don't know the name of the place.
We book a Airbnb or a hotel later. We do our first big stop at like 50k today.
Yeah.
So we drink coffee now.
It's getting hot. You think there'll be grass tomorrow?
Grass?
Yeah.
I'll check the map. We are on the last bigger climb for today, and the sun is definitely becoming a factor. We just turned into a little bit in the forest. It's quite nice. I hope it stays like this because it is really hot now. So let's see.
And I like turned towards the wall and was like just like applying chamois cream. And just looked, and there was just an old lady that would just like look through the glass, and I was like, ah.
We occasionally had to adjust the route to find accommodation, which also led to some surprises, like night in the monastery.
Here we are at the monkery.
Is this how monks lived?
This is exactly how monks lived. Brandenburg. You ready, David?
Always.
Time at Robert. We were meant to leave at 8 o'clock, and David is still not ready.
What time is it?
8:19.
8:19. Yeah, man, I'm sorry I'm holding you back.
It's the story of my life, brother. I might go do some laps. I'm gonna go warm up.
One.
Ass and legs still hurt, that's good.
Been on the same psychopath for quite a while. I think we're going to stay on here for quite a while too, at least from the looks of it. So far no heavy rain, fingers crossed. Probably just jinxed it.
We are going to fry.
The sun is intense.
How long have we just stayed here?
Just in general. And you take the train from here. I take a train from here to Bialystok.
Like it's just too hot. There's very little between here and where we're staying tonight.
Yeah.
This is the hottest day of 4 frogs so far. I think this trip would be so much easier if we had tail fins. Did you ever get that feeling that you'd just cycle so much faster if you were wearing Oakleys?
No. We are close, like 1.5 hours maybe to go, and we should get some dinner because there's none of the accommodation. The headwind turned into a tailwind, but it is carrying this shit.
Day 4 though was classic bikepacking chaos. We booked a stay in a tiny village on booking.com only to find the house completely abandoned. No people, just a storm rolling in.
Yeah, also the windows, everything looks off.
I don't think this is a hotel anymore.
I want to talk to some human before I go anywhere else here.
Yeah,
Because this was nothing.
I think it's a fair call. This place is like the Bates Motel. This is like...
Everything's broken. Ich wollte fragen, ob Sie heute Abend noch ein Zimmer für 2 Personen frei hätten.
No,
With breakfast. And they have dinner for 1.5 hours still. Till 8 o'clock.
Yeah, the situation.
And after slogging through the rain, we ended up in a trucker hotel, which actually turned out to be one of the most hospital stays on the trip. The guy working at the counter was absolute class. He even washed our kit, and we really enjoyed the night after all. So yeah, this is day 5. Last day for Jackson. Last day of cycling for Jackson at least.
Do you know something I don't?
It's a nice little town.
Macrobiotic diet looks like
Yeah, only healthy things.
only healthy things. This and this essential. So we came like what, 65k,
Yeah, something like that.
and we pulled in here, and as soon as we pulled in here, it started raining.
Yeah, a little reassessment, look at the radar, look at some accommodation for tonight.
Yes.
Only 2 hours left, buddy. 2 hours left and you're in Berlin.
We might have some eau de panache when we get to Berlin. Just a squid. The way that they so confidently took a breakfast orders. The shittest breakfast ever. What would you like for breakfast?
We have shit.
We have the most processed shit.
So where are we staying tonight?
Monterone. Monterone. Some pronounce it Motel 1. When you're on the continent, you know to pronounce it Monterone.
The guy yesterday at the hairdresser.
Can you follow it?
You're going to Poland? No engine? You're crazy.
Final Fantasy?
No?
Final Fantasy 7?
Does it look like this?
Negotiating our way into the Motorone with the bicycles. So here we are in Berlin. We celebrated between 5 and 7 beers. We made it. David needs to get to Poland, but I'm going back to Poland. You have now with you for free as a present from me is some electrolyten. You also have some sun cream, buddy.
Bro, I was trying to gift you the... You get that. I can't talk. I can't.
Good night.
Berlin was kind of a reset day for me. I ran some errands, caught up with some friends, and recharged all my devices. The next morning I met Hanna for breakfast, and we started rolling out together, crossing into Poland.
over the Oder, which is also the border between Germany and Poland.
Our first stop was a camping ground straight out of a time capsule. When we called and asked if it was open, they simply said that there will be an old man on a motorbike and to give him the money.
Will be an old man, please give him cash.
But the spot was gorgeous with a little lake and super calm and quiet. So it was a really nice day to wind down after a day of cycling.
We left the camp spot this morning and we are riding 20k to the next bigger village, Myslibort.
For the next days we cruised along bike lanes and quiet roads for most of the time, through some tiny villages and of course for some pieroggi breaks.
Almost 100k and it's time for lunch, but I won't even try to pronounce the place that we'll reach in 3k. Crash in the sand.
Ja, ich sehe dich auch noch.
Good.
Genius.
Nothing bad. And actually the last 10-15k have been really beautiful.
The next nights also brought a bit more contrast. We stayed in a very cozy homestay with homemade food and another lake.
The only road that leads to this little village with just a few houses is a big dirt road. First 20-30k were a lot of sandy, stony forest roads and cobbles, and we were quite slow. And now, for the last 20-ish k, we've been on empty, more or less empty country roads, and it's going much faster. We're making some progress. The first big city today is Pila after 60k. But we got a lovely breakfast at the homestay, so I think we're well fueled to get there and then have a big break, make a plan for tonight. I think there's another place we can reach, maybe spend another night in the hotel. So, bye.
On Hanna's last day, we actually had the first and only puncture of the whole trip, which luckily was a quick fix, and we still made it to the train in time.
Was hast du jetzt? 3,5 Tage, 470 Kilometer. Fazit?
Ich würde sagen, Quetschis over Müsli-Riegel. Ich muss besser werden im Navigieren. Keine Müsli-Riegel in die Hose stecken, vor allem nicht, wenn sie mit Schokolade sind. Ja, und nächstes Mal will ich einen Elch sehen.
But we only had time for a short goodbye, and suddenly I was on the road by myself.
I'm also playing with the idea of doing one big massive day tomorrow, not to spend another night somewhere and arrive at Casper's place, but I think it depends a little bit on the weather and the conditions. But yeah, it's definitely a thought. I've been riding on a rather sandy and rocky path for quite a while. I hope that will change eventually because it's costing quite some energy. Oh yes, back to some tarmac. I'm on the same road for 25k. It's not too busy, but there's still quite some cars coming about. It's good for my progress, but also you need to stay quite focused.
Riding alone felt a bit strange at first. After dropping Hanna off, I pushed for another 80k to a small village called Toruń. There was not much happening there, but I found a burger and cocktail bar and watched locals winding down at sunset. In the morning I found a little bakery and a kiosk, which became my fueling station for the day. From there I had about 274k left, and at this point I was very much contemplating if I split this in 2 days or if I just push through and do it in one go.
So Kamut is sending me through here, but it looks a bit too deep and a bit too nasty to carry the bike through. I want to see if there's a way around, but I need to cross this little stream somewhere, I guess. I think I found a way around without doing a massive detour, but there's a bigger road crossing the stream just like 2k away from here.
The heat really became a factor. It was some 34 degrees, and even though I was riding a good pace, I had to do like regular stops just to cool down and refill water because I really felt my body overheating at times.
Less than 100k to go. 10k to Lomza, and I have a big break, but right now I feel rather good. I think right now I'm leaning towards continuing. It's also not so late. It's 3:30 now. 1 hour break. If I leave before 5 with the last 90k, I should still arrive before sundown. So I stopped in Lomza, got some warm food, took a rest, and felt pretty good. My legs don't hurt, and it cooled down a little bit. It's a bit cloudy now. Right now it feels like the right call. I will be tired when I get there, but I think I'm actually going to be okay. I'm not going to overpace myself in the last bit now. If I can ride somewhat the same average as before, that would be great. How is this a cycle lane? Just sand. I'm on the last 15k, and I think I'm gonna take it a little bit easy because I just realized the trip is gonna be over and there's not gonna be much more for a little bit, which is alright because I don't feel like riding my bike much more by myself, but it feels a bit weird almost that it's over. There's no need to rush it now. I can just enjoy these last Ks and let the trip sink in.
Ja, auf Kasper. Auf Kasper, Nadrika.
Dr. Kaspar Karim Aptek.
Ja, schön, dass ihr alle gekommen seid, um uns zu feiern. Und ich würde sagen, auf uns, ne?
So in the end, what kind of just started as a silly idea became one of my favorite trips I've done so far, and a beautiful memory. Not because of the distance, but because of the friends who joined me, all the people we met on the way, and also just this beautiful feeling of being in motion so many days in a row and being out in nature. If you are watching this video and you've been thinking about some trip like this for yourself, I think the only recommendation I have is to do it and to not overthink it, because there's actually not so much to it. You're probably going to pack more than you need, and you can probably make do with a lot less than you have. And I'll leave it at that. Take care.